building and maintaining healthy collagen networks in skin and joints. Chondroitin draws moisture into connective tissues, improving elasticity and giving skin a smoother, lifted appearance. A 2013 study in the Marine Drugs Journal showed that extracts from sea cucumber not only encouraged collagen production, but also reduced oxidative stress in fibroblast cells, the very cells that produce collagen. The benefits extend beyond beauty. Sea cucumber is renowned for aiding recovery, particularly as the natural pace of healing slows with age. Whether recovering from illness, surgery, or simply the fatigue of daily life, its nutrients can help restore balance. It is rich in glycosaminoglycans, which cushion the spaces between cells, keeping skin plump, joints supple, and tissues hydrated. To enhance its effects, combine it with shiitake or maitake mushrooms. These bring beta-glucans to support immune balance and vitamin D2 to further strengthen skin health. Adding ginger deepens the soup's healing nature. Its anti-inflammatory compounds help protect collagen from breakdown while lending a soothing warmth. I recall a woman in her late 50s who had been recovering from pneumonia. Her energy was low, her skin looked tired, and her joints felt stiff. She began making sea cucumber soup twice a week following this simple preparation. After 3 weeks, she told me her complexion had regained its color. Her joint discomfort had eased, and she felt her strength quietly returning. "It feels," she said, "as though my body is rebuilding itself." This is the kind of change that unfolds gently, without force. It is the work of nourishment meeting the body's own capacity to heal. If you wish to try it, soak dried sea cucumber overnight in fresh water until tender. Place it in a pot with mushroom broth, sliced ginger, and a touch of sea salt. Simmer slowly for about 30 minutes, allowing the flavors to blend. Serve it warm, and let each spoonful remind you that healing can be as simple as a humble bowl of soup. Whether you are in a season of recovery, seeking to age with grace, or simply wishing to give your body a quiet reset, this dish offers more than flavor. It offers restoration. There is a quiet remedy from the old traditions, one that supports beauty and strength, not through force, but through steady, gentle nourishment. It is horsetail and nettle tea. If your hair has begun to thin, your nails split more easily, or your skin feels delicate and dry, this simple herbal infusion may be what your body is asking for. These two ancient plants have been used in remedies for generations, and now science confirms much of what tradition has long known. Together, horsetail and nettle create a mineral-rich tea that encourages collagen development, helps reduce puffiness in the face, and brings life back to tired skin. Horsetail is especially prized for its abundance of silica, a trace mineral essential for transforming inactive collagen into the active form your body can use. You might think of silica as the ignition key that starts the collagen engine. In its dried form, horsetail can contain up to 8% silica. Studies show that regular intake of this mineral increases skin flexibility, locks in hydration, and strengthens connective tissues, from tendons to the skin's own supportive layers. Silica also aids calcium absorption, an important benefit for maintaining strong bones as we age. Nettle, often mistaken for nothing more than a stubborn weed, is in fact a storehouse of nutrients. It offers vitamin C, iron, and a range of plant compounds that calm inflammation, all vital in protecting and building collagen. Vitamin C, in particular, plays a leading role. It activates enzymes that stabilize and strengthen collagen fibers, ensuring they remain resilient over time. When horsetail and nettle are combined, they provide both the building blocks and the tools your body needs to strengthen skin, encourage hair growth, and restore nail health. A 2017 study in Pharmacognosy Review found that nettle's antioxidants and anti-inflammatory properties can significantly improve the skin's healing process and overall resilience. I recall Margaret, a retired school teacher in her early 70s, who first approached this tea with doubt. She began drinking it twice daily, and within a month, she noticed clear changes. Her nails no longer cracked, her hair felt thicker, and her skin lost that thin, paper-like texture. I didn't change much else, she told me, but this tea has become part of my day. The preparation is straightforward. Place 1 teaspoon of dried horsetail and 1 teaspoon of dried nettle into a teapot or infuser. Pour in hot water, not boiling, to preserve the delicate compounds, and allow it to steep for 5 to 7 minutes. Strain and drink once or twice a day, ideally between meals. This is more than a beverage. It is a small act of care, repeated daily, that gradually strengthens the body's foundation for beauty and vitality. In its warmth and simplicity, this tea offers the quiet kind of support that makes a lasting difference. When you step back and look at these 5 remedies together, you may notice something deeper than their nutrients and benefits. Each one is not just a food, it is a gesture, a moment of care offered to yourself. In the rush of modern life, we are quick to seek solutions that promise speed and spectacle. Yet the body, in its quiet wisdom, responds best to what is gentle, consistent, and rooted in nature's rhythm. The peach gum, with its delicate jewel-like texture, reminds us that beauty often forms slowly, drop by drop, layer by layer. The cacao chia pudding speaks to indulgence without harm, to pleasure that also nourishes. Cordyceps brings the lesson of endurance, restoring the energy that allows us to move through life with steadiness. Sea cucumber soup whispers of recovery, of patience in healing, of giving the body the time and resources it needs to rebuild. And horsetail with nettle tea teaches us the value of the unseen, minerals and compounds that work invisibly, strengthening the structures beneath the surface. These are not just recipes to be followed, they are rituals to be lived. To prepare them is to slow down, to touch the ingredients, to smell the steam rising from the pot, to feel gratitude for the simple abundance before you. In doing so, you shift your relationship with your own body, no longer seeing it as something to be corrected, but as a partner to be cared for. The science behind them is sound, but their true power lies in how they invite you to be present. Presence changes how we eat, how we rest, how we move through our days. When you drink a cup of horsetail and nettle tea, you are not simply taking in silica or vitamin C. You are pausing, allowing your breath to slow, letting your thoughts settle. That pause alone can be as restorative as the tea itself. With time, these practices become part of who you are. They do not shout for attention, yet their effects grow. In the resilience of your skin, the lightness of your step, the clarity of your mornings. And as you see these changes, you are reminded that aging is not a falling away, but a deepening, a chance to live with more wisdom, more compassion, and more care for the vessel that carries you. When we step back and look at these 5 remedies together, something becomes clear. They are not merely foods, not simply recipes to follow. They are quiet invitations to return to a more natural rhythm of living, one where nourishment is both physical and spiritual. In our fast-paced world, the temptation is always toward what is quick, dramatic, and new. But the body is a patient listener. It responds not to sudden force, but to steady care. The peach gum, delicate and translucent, speaks of beauty that forms slowly, layer upon layer. The cacao chia pudding offers the reminder that pleasure and health can exist together, that what is indulgent to the senses can still be deeply healing. Cordyceps teaches the lesson of resilience, fueling the cells and restoring the energy that allows you to meet each day with steadiness. Sea cucumber soup carries the wisdom of recovery. It asks you to slow down, to allow time for the body to rebuild, to trust that renewal comes in its own season. Horsetail and nettle tea, mineral-rich and unassuming, reminds us that the most important work often happens unseen, strengthening the structures beneath the surface, protecting the very foundation of our vitality. Science confirms the value of each of these, yet their deeper power lies in the way they can reshape the relationship you have with your own body. Preparing them is not just an act of cooking, it is a ritual. Soaking peach gum overnight, stirring chia seeds into milk, simmering cordyceps with cinnamon. These are moments when you choose to pause, to breathe, to be present. In this presence, you begin to see your body not as something to be fixed, but as something to be honored. The changes these practices bring are often quiet at first. A touch more energy in the morning, a softness returning to the skin, hair and nails that feel stronger, joints that move with more ease. Over time, the quiet becomes undeniable. You realize that aging is not a process of losing, but of refining, of gathering wisdom, compassion, and deeper care for the vessel that carries you through life. Let these remedies be your companions, not as rigid routines, but as gentle habits woven into your days. Some weeks you may prepare them all, other weeks only one or two. It is not perfection that creates transformation, but constancy. Every cup, every bowl, every mindful bite is a reminder that you are supporting the life within you. In the end, the most powerful beauty treatment is not found in a jar or a bottle. It is found in the way you nourish yourself daily, in the foods you choose, the rest you allow, and the respect you offer to your own body. This is the quiet, enduring path to radiance, and it is always within your reach.